Let me just,
Well, good morning, everyone. Jay Michael here in Tyler, Texas. Welcome to Mentor Monday on what's the date today? The 25th of August, 2025. Where'd this month go? Real quick, we've got a great training today, so we're going to jump into that real quickly here. The only really note I have is to remind everyone about this amazing end of month special, back to school special that we have here in the USA. And I believe in Canada as well. It's offered there, but it's a great product. All four of those products are staples in our home here in Tyler. But and by the way, two of the products, the Ria Vita juice sticks and the Boost, are part of our detox for longevity that we're going to be starting on the 1st of September with Jillian and her group and Dr. Ronnie's group, and that's part of the protocol for the detox longevity are those two products. So it's a great opportunity to stock up. I think you save well over $100 by buying that special. Dave, good morning from San Diego. I'm going to turn this over to you so you can introduce our special guest trainer today and talk a little bit about, maybe you have a couple of announcements also to make. But Dave, good to see you, my friend.
Thank
Take it
you,
away.
Michael. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I'm coming in from San Diego, California, and we have a wonderful guest today, Jade. I'm just calling Jade Allen, Jade Ride. Jade Ryden, sorry, Jade.
Yes.
Um, so Jade, actually, you are now, where are you living? You're in New Mexico, I believe.
I am, yeah.
New Mexico. But Jade, she works with Nathan. Jade is a specialist really with the social media, helps create a lot of content, does a lot of training with that. And I think we're all going to learn a lot listening to Jade today, talk about reels and how to post them effectively and so forth. And so I just want to pass it over to Jade and we'll get started. So Jade, thank you for being with us today. And I look forward to seeing you, if not before, certainly at convention.
hmm
So thank you again. So the microphone is all yours.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Excited to be with you all again today. I've really enjoyed our time together. So I'm really excited to talk more about reels and show you in real time how to create a reel and how to edit. I've never actually done that on Zoom before, so bear with me. But I'm excited. So a couple of things I did want to talk about before we get into the editing is, so number one, last week we talked about, or not last week, but a couple weeks ago, we talked about your content pillars. And so now you're really taking what you learned about your content pillars into creating your content. So hopefully you all got something out of that and were able to kind of come up with some ideas on what you think your content pillars are. Reels are going to help you reach those new people. It's going to help showcase your personality. It's going to help build that like, know, trust factor that you want to have in your content. And Reels is really the perfect place to do that. It helps broaden your reach. And then something else that I wanted to kind of bring up about Reels that's newer is what's called trial Reels. And I don't know if you've seen this if you are on Instagram. I don't know if they have this on Facebook yet, but on Instagram, there is a way where you can what's called trial your reel. So if you create a reel, instead of posting it to all of your followers, you can actually post it to non-followers. So what's cool about that is it pushes the content out to people that maybe wouldn't normally discover your content. And it's a way to test out new ideas. So if you're like, okay, I really want to try out this real idea for, maybe it's for a product, or maybe it's just for a lifestyle, or for maybe one of your content pillars, your niche, you can try it out through trial reels, and it will push that content to people again that are not followers. And it's a really good gauge on, one, if your content is engaging to people that are not your followers. And it can also help you gain new followers a little bit more quickly, because again, it's to people that don't follow you. So They're going to watch your content and say, oh, I really relate to that, or I really love what they said here, or I love, whatever it is about your content, and they'll go follow you. And you can track that and kind of decide if you want to go ahead and push this reel out to your audience as well. So you can do both. But I just think it's a really good gauge on, figuring out if your content is really relating to people. And one piece of content that I would encourage everyone to do is an about me reel. You can always try it out on a trial reel first and kind of see if it relates to people. And then once you actually post it to your feed, they'll give you the option to post it to your feed as well. Then you can pin it to the top of your page, which you can do that very easily on any post that you've already posted on Instagram. Why would you want to pin an about me reel? You would want to pin it so that when anybody goes to your page, it's one of the top posts that they see. So, what does that do? That helps people get to know you. That helps people to know what kind of content they can expect from your page. So, your about me, it could be very, very simple. It could literally just be a video of you drinking collagen, a video of you drinking your protein, going for a walk, like whatever it is. But then it has on the screen, you would have text of things that relate to your content, relate to you. And we can do an example one, maybe the next time we do a training, maybe we can focus on an about me. Today, I want to show you guys how to edit a reel that I did for collagen specifically. And so I kind of want to preface the idea for the text that I'm going to put on the screen. I'll get to that in just a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on my phone. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see
Looking
it?
at your,
Not yet.
I'm not seeing it yet. So when we have to give you permission to share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then so Dodie, can you give her permission to share, and then we will add your other profile once we have an image on there. We can
Okay.
Jade,
then
I gave you a host, so you should
Okay.
be able to share. And then
Start.
now I'm not co-host. Can we spotlight her too, Jillian, while you're at it?
she is spotlight. She's
Oh.
already spotlight.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Got it.
It says
Got
I'm
it.
sharing.
You see it now?
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna put that over to the side. We're gonna go to Instagram. So up here, you can click on this little plus up here. You can go to Reel. And then I'm gonna go to my videos here. I've got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so it's already asking me to add audio, but I'm actually going to just click next for right now. Okay, so I want to see, I'm gonna go ahead and mute all my clips. I typically like to edit through another app most of the time, but I want to show you guys how to edit on Instagram because this way you can keep everything in one place and I don't want to complicate it. So here are all of my clips, and right now they're in order of what I want, but I want to show you, you can reorder them very easily. So if you get one out of order, you literally just touch a clip down like that, and then you can rearrange it. So very easy to rearrange your clips by just touching down on a clip, holding it down, and then moving it. So right now, this first clip, you can see, is very short. So I like the length of this one right now, but this one is a little too long. So what you would do here is you would say, okay, I like this part. I like ripping the collagen packet open, but maybe I go down here. So you see all of your editing tools down here. You've got voice effects, you've got crop, you've got speed, split. You can also reorder your clips down here. I just like to do it the other way. You can replace clips, you can adjust, if you want to adjust the brightness or anything on your clips, you can do that. But for here, the main thing you want to use on your editing tools is split. So once you click that, it's going to split. So now you see I've got this short clip and I've got this short clip. So now I've got this one to work with. I want to shorten that. So all you do is just you put your finger on that. Okay, someone's asking what software. This is just an Instagram. So this is, if you have an Instagram account, everybody has access to this. You just upload your photo. Hopefully you guys saw that or your video. Okay, so we've got this clip of that. I'm going to shorten the end of it as well. So I'm going to knock off some of that. So now let's kind of watch here what we have. We've got that clip. And actually, I'm even going to maybe shorten that a little bit because I want these to be short and sweet. So you got that clip. I'm going to go ahead and shorten this a little bit. So hopefully you guys are seeing how this is working here. All you do is split and then put your finger on. So now you can click this little back here to get back to any of this if you need to. So if you want to go ahead and add text, or if you want to add a sticker, or if you're like, okay, I need to add more clips, you could click on add more clips to add another video. You've got captions, you've got voiceover, you can filter, import audio. We're going to do the audio after we edit because for this reel, I'm not doing any type of lip syncing. I'm not doing anything that really requires me to have the sound exactly on the clips. So I'm just going to I'm just going to choose like a popular sound here in a little bit. So we're going to go back to edit and I'm going to go ahead and split this clip as well because I just don't want it this long. So I'm just going to make that really short. So again, you see me pouring the water. Got that. Now you got the ice going in. I'm going to go ahead and split this as well because I want it short and sweet. Next clip, again, just going to shorten it a little. Because right now, this reel is at 33 seconds, and I don't really want it to be that long. I think reels typically, unless you're talking in a reel, you really want it to be pretty short and sweet. Like you want to get, I really like to keep reels at around, the most 15 seconds. Unless you're talking. If you're talking, you can have a longer reel. And again, I would use the trial reels to kind of see what people relate to and kind of see what content is going to work best for you. That really is all of what Instagram is just trial and error and figuring
Jade,
out.
when you post a reel, how long does it stay up there for?
Okay, so a reel is just going to stay up forever. Like it's going to be on your page permanently. Um, So for instance, on Facebook does this new thing. So if you go live on your Facebook, it deletes it after 30 days. Instagram does not do that with any of the content. So it's just going to live on your page. But the cool thing about Reels versus, say, if you post a photo, is Reels are going to live longer in terms of getting pushed out to other people. So your Reel is going to
More exposure.
yeah, you're going to get more exposure for longer. So you might have a reel that you posted this month that people might discover again 6 months from now. That's the cool thing about reels is it can have multiple cycles of getting pushed out. So
So a reel is almost always better than a post.
Yeah. Right now, reels are what Instagram, I would say, favors the most, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a normal post as well, especially a carousel post. Carousel posts you can add music to, and those can do really well too, especially if they provide some value and people can save them and they're savable. So we can talk about that maybe another training as well and talk about how you can utilize maybe a carousel post. Um, and that all depends on what you want to post about, right? So for someone like me, my personal Instagram content is very much more focused on like fashion and lifestyle, those types of things. So for me, a carousel post is going to be of like outfits or something. So, but you might be doing recipes or you might be doing, wellness tips. And so your carousel posts could be more on like wellness tips and maybe it's very specific. So we can also dive into that at another time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and split this clip as well. Again, I prefer using another app to edit, but Instagram works just as well. It's just personal preference.
Just out of curiosity, what app do you use?
I use InShot.
Okay.
And I like InShot because it's free as well. The only thing with it being free is you just have to wait on ads sometimes, but I really like InShot. It's easy to use. But the thing about InShot is it is taking you to a different place. So you'd be editing your reel in InShot, downloading it, uploading it to Instagram, and then adding your text and your audio. Um, but again, this is also works just as well. I didn't want to overcomplicate it, so I think this
Right,
is still
right.
a good place to go. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of shortening up these clips again. Just want to show people your collagen here. Showing you guys what I have so
Now you're
far.
not showing the brand, so that's on purpose.
Yes, because I want to create curiosity here. So I want people, and I'm going to put text on this as well. And so what I wanted to say about the text is I wanted it to create curiosity. So I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with some Reels text for a video where I'm making collagen and then drinking it. And so ChatGPT gave me three options. And the three options I got were one was lifestyle, one was more relatable, and then one was educational. And so I chose the educational one, but I didn't fully like it. I wanted it to be more attraction marketing. So then I copied that, what it gave me. I put it back in the text box on ChatGPT and I said, I like this, but I want it to be more attraction marketing and create curiosity. So then it comes up with three more options for me. And I was able to pick one and I still wanted to edit it. So I came up with my daily beauty support in a cup. So what that is more specific to like maybe my audience is I want people to ask me, well, what is it? You know what I mean? So that is really the reason why you would not say what the product is. My daily support in a cup. Okay, so now I've got my text here. So I'm going to click done for a second because I want to show you. This is what will happen. You've got your text. You can click on it. You can choose any font that you want. You've got tons of font options here. This is the one that I typically go with. And then you've got more options here. You can choose the color of your font. So I could change it if I wanted to, but I'm going to keep it here. But one thing I am going to do is you can do that. So this is how it would normally look. I like to add the black outline because I feel like it just makes the text pop. And then another thing you can do is you could make it smaller like this. You can move it around with your finger. And then now I'm just going to kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so I like that. Okay, but see here, it stops, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to drag it just like you drag when you're editing your clips. You can drag them forward or back. You're going to drag this out with your finger all the way to the end, past the end, because you really want it to be there the entire time. So I'm going to click on this so you can kind of see what this looks like. You could add emojis to it if you wanted to. So you can kind of see what that looks like. And I'm actually going to go ahead and edit a little bit of this because it's still too long for me. Because I want this reel to be around the 15-second mark. I'm going to edit that a little. Okay, now we're at 15 seconds. And now I also want to move my text a little bit. Okay, all right. So now we also need to add our music. Okay, so as you can see, you can add audio here at the very bottom by sticker. It's right by that. You can add audio. So you're going to see here, it's got some audio for you. So this might be based on maybe other reels that you've liked or saved. And then there's trending audio. So this is showing you what is trending right now. So you can also see where this red arrow is going down. So that one's maybe not trending as much. That one's gone down in recent days. But you've got all of this trending audio that you can work with. Or if you have saved audio, you can go here and choose something that you've already saved. But I'm going to go for the trending route, and I'm going to see if I have something here that maybe goes well with my video. So that's some trending audio. Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Okay, I actually like this one.
that sounds better.
I like this one. So I'm going to go here. And that's all you do is you kind of figure out what works best for your video. Even though it's trending, it may not work. So you might want to go somewhere else, maybe the For You, which one, works best for you. So now let's click play and we'll kind of see it all come together. And that's it.
Now you can change the color of the font too as well, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep, you can click on it. If you don't like the white font, you want it to maybe pop a little more, you could go here. You could go, let's say you have a color that is specific to your content. So maybe you choose more of a blue and you can even adjust it here. So if you're like, oh, that's not quite the blue I want, you could say, okay, I want more of that type of blue.
Right.
Then you've got that. And I think it's cool to have, something that does differentiate your content. So if it is a color or if it is, a phrase or, even, I don't know, everyone keeps saying hashtags aren't relevant anymore. I still like them, but you could even have a hashtag. But I want to go ahead and edit this back to white and go there. Okay, so now I clicked on the arrow and now it is just, it's in kind of like this in-between place where you can now add your caption. So my caption would be, so I already wrote out a caption where I wanted to say inside out wellness. Oh, there we go. Inside Out Wellness. Maybe I'd do a fun little emoji. And the thing about Reels as well is you want to have what's called keywords. I personally still like using hashtags. You can do your keywords in your caption so that it's more discoverable. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more to my caption. I'm going to say my go-to afternoon drink for the best benefits. Then I'm going to say 1 packet a day for 30 days. And you will, oops, a difference. Oh gosh. Okay, so, and then I'm going to add a call to action to this. I'm going to say, DM me if you want to know how it helped me. So I've got a call to action. I've got some keywords in there. And
Everybody knows DM means direct message.
yes. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, direct message. Just shorten it to DM. So the reason why I would say DM is because this allows you to create a relationship with your followers. So if they're interested and this builds that curiosity, this piques their interest, they want to know, okay, well, what is this drink? Then they would DM you to know, like, okay, well, you took this for 30 days and you noticed a difference. Okay, what did you notice? Or what, you know what, and then you have a conversation. You're able to tell them maybe about the studies that have come out about our collagen, where in 30 days, people noticed, you know, their crow's feet were less pronounced, their skin hydration was better. All of these different things that we've been able to find in through our study. And then you could also talk about your own experience with it. And, you know, I can just really tell my skin is so much more hydrated, and I can tell my joints are feeling better, like, you know, just different things like that that are part of your experience, but do relate to what has already been studied and what is compliant for the product. So but then again, like, it just offers that opportunity to talk to people and build that relationship. So now once you have your caption, you can tag if you wanted to tag somebody or tag something. You can add your location, and then you've got all of these other things. So there is where your trial reel is. So you could have a trial reel there. But yeah.
Jade, when you post this, does it go to Facebook as well?
If I have it linked to my Facebook, then yes, it would. And I'm trying to figure out, yeah, so recommended on Facebook. Your reel will be shown on your Instagram username to anyone on Facebook. So if you have it linked to your Facebook, then yes, that would also show up on Facebook. And I suggest doing that because I think it's better to work smarter, not harder. So, you know, you've got content for both platforms at the same time. And then while you're at it, you could even save this and add it to TikTok. Or another way to do that is if you are editing it in InShot, it is easier to go ahead and add it to TikTok because it's not going to have the Instagram name on it. Because when you save an Instagram reel to your phone, it's automatically going to have Instagram in the video, and it's going to have, I believe it's going to have even your Instagram name. So like typically they say on TikTok, videos don't do as well if it has the Instagram logo. Same thing with Instagram. If it has the TikTok logo, a lot of times it doesn't do as well. So if you are editing in another app, it kind of saves you from having to, you know, avoid that basically. You can just go ahead and upload it to both. So yeah, so then you can utilize that content on really 3 different platforms if you want to. And then if you really want to get crazy, you could even add it to YouTube Shorts. YouTube has a new feature. It's newer, I guess. It's been out for a little bit, but it's essentially Reels on YouTube. So then you could also add your own YouTube Shorts. So 4 different platforms with 1 video.
There's one question, Jade, regarding the music. Are there any copyright issues? Like if there's a particular song that you have that you really like from, whether it's Apple Music or wherever, there's no copyright issues?
Not that I know of, unless you have a business account. If you have a business Instagram, then you're not going to have the opportunity to use some of the same sounds. I would suggest having maybe a content creator account on Instagram so that you do have access to all of the trending sounds, or a personal account. If you have a personal account, you can also have all of those as well. The difference with having maybe a content creator account is that you just get more insights into your posts. So insights are where you can see how well your post did. So I can actually show you, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to save this as a draft down there. Now I'm going to exit out and I'm going to show you just on here. This is just a post of mine. I click on insights and I can see all of my insights here. I can see that 2 people saved it, 4 people sent it out. It just gives you a little bit more understanding on how your posts are reaching people. So you can see that 79% of my followers saw that post and 20% of non-followers, which is pretty good for, let's say, a photo style or a carousel post. And so it's showing me that for this post, it did better than maybe some previous posts. You can see where your followers, you can see non-followers, and then all, and it gives you a little bit of both. So yeah, so it kind of just shows you all of the fun things here. So that's with a content creation account, because that's what I have. Okay.
I have a quick question. If you let's say that you did a post and you says, "Oh, I wanted to do a reel."
Mm-hmm.
Should you delete the post and go back and redo it as a reel?
So you made a post and you want to make it into a reel.
Yeah, rather than being a post, you wanted it to be a reel.
I would say if it's just a photo, I would just add music to it. And that,
The video?
oh, if it's a video, and you didn't make it into a reel and you just posted it as a post,
Right.
I would probably delete it and then redo it as a
Okay.
reel. And all you do is just click that plus sign that's at the very top, and it will give you an option to either do a reel, a post. I think it gives you like live or a story. And then you could just do it that way.
Okay. Stories are what comes down after a certain period of time, right?
Yep, stories live for about 24 hours and then they go away.
Okay. Trisha asked here if Instagram connects to YouTube Shorts.
I don't think so. At least I haven't
No.
seen that. So I haven't seen that option. So I wish it did. That'd be awesome.
So you
Only,
just have to post again.
yeah.
Well,
just-
I think with YouTube Shorts, you can just upload it from your phone, like you do, like you said, you from your phone when you created the video, the reel, or whatever you want to choose. Then you open up your YouTube account and upload it,
Yep.
and which is great because you've already got the content, just mass market it, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Same thing with TikTok. TikTok and YouTube and are just like separate entities. Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people, so that's why they can connect, So
Yeah.
but that makes it easier, right? So you get one post out of in 2 different platforms, and then all you have to do is upload it twice to TikTok and to YouTube Shorts. and then you've got it 4 different places, which is really cool. I personally want to dive more into YouTube shorts. I haven't really done a lot of work with that one. But I definitely want to. And
Yeah.
I hear lately TikTok is really easy to grow. So,
Hmm.
Do you find that when you're doing like you're shortening, like you're splitting the videos and then you're shortening them into small little clips,
mhm.
you find it difficult at all with your finger trying to move it around? In other words, you kind of like, oh, it takes a
Yes.
while to get exactly the length you want and so forth.
Definitely. Yeah, it definitely takes time to like kind of figure it out. But yeah, you just trial and error of just like pressing down and moving it. Sometimes you're like, okay, why is it not moving? And it's just the Instagram editing tools itself are just probably not as good as they could be.
Now,
But
can
yeah.
you do the same on a computer on your your desktop?
I've never edited a reel on the Instagram desktop, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I would think with the mouse at least it'd be a lot easier just moving a mouse,
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
just a thought.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Hey,
Anybody have any
there's
questions for Jade?
I have a comment, it's Jillian. Let me just 1 second. Let me see. I just there is so much right now out there when it comes to tools and AI and support tools, and I've seen so many things myself personally that you can leverage. I just like what I do like the fact that you just mentioned the platform does give you a tool to use to edit.
Mhm.
So sometimes we can get stuck in the, oh my gosh, I've got to buy another app, I've got to buy another
Mhm.
piece of software, I've got to do this, that, and the other. So, play, I think it's just like you said, like play with a couple things and just get used to doing some comfortable things and not overwhelm yourself. The more you
Right.
play with it, it's like a toy. It's like a new toy that you get
It
into.
is.
Like I
Yeah.
didn't even know, but I just did that like actually while I'm sitting here listening to you and it wasn't on camera. I just uploaded a video I did on the weekend and I did do the trial. I'm just curious to see, I didn't even know that feature. But the more we talk amongst ourselves, the more we learn from
Yeah.
each other, just don't overwhelm yourself. I know there's an app that I used before, like, which I just uploaded my long form Zooms and it
Hmm.
would just cut it up into multiple things with AI. I didn't even have to do anything,
Is it
so
CapCut?
no, actually it's
Oh, I haven't used that one.
opus.ai.
Okay.
And it basically just would take, and then it would, AI would analyze it and
Yeah.
then create the little shorts within the content and then create the captions. And then you just have to go back and edit it a little bit, but you've got like 20 little shorts
That's
after
awesome.
one Zoom call. Like today's call today, once it's uploaded to YouTube, we can take that and just, the app will do it for us and we just have to edit
Yeah.
it a little bit. But you know what, again, don't over, I think sometimes when we coming from, our world of training, sometimes we get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, I have another app to work on, but you've got some great tools here,
Absolutely.
and I do like the fact what you just shared is that if you can create something that can be reused later in
Mhm.
multiple ways, it's maximizing things, right? And with Meta, got to be careful with how I say this, but now that, with the lives disappearing, so after 30 days,
Yep.
if you don't set it up properly, you can lose all that great content. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole, just a little tip there. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thanks.
Jade, have you ever gone back and used the same reel like months later?
I haven't personally. I have maybe reshared that reel on my stories, but I've never went back and like say reposted it. But you could. You could do that for sure. And you could even change up the text. So maybe you're like, okay, maybe I try this text and see how this works with my audience. You could absolutely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna from Colombia is saying Edits is an app from Instagram to edit videos. It works really well.
Oh, cool.
Try that one.
So is that something, Anna, that you just get right on from Google Play or App Store, just Edits, or is it contained in Instagram?
Hello, everyone. It's an app that Instagram started like in April, and I used it and it wasn't working that well. So I went back to CapCut. But lately, I've been doing things with edits, and it's doing really well because it has all the features that Instagram has. So it's really good. It's easy, it's free, and it's like doing
Nice.
it in Instagram.
Very cool. I love that.
Oh, it's called edits.
Yes, it's edits, and I don't know if you can see it here. Is
Oh,
this
nice.
one?
So
Sorry.
you download that.
Yeah, you download it
Okay.
from
I
Google
will
or
get that
Apple
app.
Store.
If you're doing reels, you guys, you should get that app, Edits. It's an Instagram app.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and you get the music, everything, all the features from Instagram, so it's good. And even if you have save music from other reels or music trends or whatever you have saved on your Instagram account, you go to edits and it keeps your saves, so
Cool. That's
you can use
awesome.
them. Yeah, it's really good.
That's really cool. No, that's a very good tool for sure, especially because it's connected to Instagram. That's awesome.
Nice. You also mentioned CapCut. I know a lot of people here are familiar with CapCut. I'm sure you are, Jade.
Yeah, I've really only used CapCut on the desktop version. I love that it will do the same thing that Jillian was saying, which is it'll create these AI shorter videos, which I really like. And maybe it's easier to do on your phone. I have a harder time on the desktop version, so I need to maybe try it on my phone and see if it's any better.
I've tried using, some of the video editing programs on my phone, and my finger, I have such a hard time getting like lengths of videos exactly how I want them. Excuse me. And, cutting or trimming, and try to trim.
Yes.
So, but I thought it was just me.
No, I think it's everyone. It's always like you just have to just keep doing it, I guess, just to see.
Right.
It's a matter of patience.
Mhm. Definitely.
So everybody, you can put on your Instagram your various reels and on Facebook,
Mhm.
and take advantage, of whatever method to get your brand out there. But Jade made a comment. I think it's important. She doesn't just go like this, and show everybody. She'll, do something like maybe, covering the name of it. Say, look, we won this award. This is the number one, immune boosting product in the world.
Yeah.
It provides trillions of messenger molecules and activates my immune system in 2 hours. Something like that without showing, because people then everyone's going to go Google and try to look it up.
Right.
So
Right.
you want to draw them to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. It's a great tip. I think that, the attraction marketing style, posts tend to do better for people because people know when they're being sold to, right?
Right.
And they want to feel like it's their idea. They want to feel like they are interested in it. So if you just show it, but not show it, and, maybe talk about it and be a little bit more mysterious, or, in the collagen video, I could have said more. I could have said, maybe I do another one that says, this is the only collagen on the market that has transfer factor in it, which boosts the immune system. You could say, if you want to know what transfer factor is, comment below or something, and people are going to be like, well, what is that? So that's one way you could also do it.
So Jade, why don't you tell everyone if they want to see, the various posts that you do, For Life posts and so forth, where would they see those?
So the US sales team is a place where Nathan and I do a lot of posting. I want to do more shorter form tips videos on there, so you'll probably see more of that. But that's on Facebook and on Instagram. And I believe on Instagram it's For Life US sales team. On Facebook, it's just the US sales team. So yeah, you'll be able to find us in both places. And then we also have a YouTube channel that we're trying to figure out right now. We want to do some more videos there, and that's where the podcast is, the For Life Way podcast, and that is under the US sales team as well. So
I'm going to share my screen real quick so everybody can see it. You know, to Instagram. That way, all of you can see what it looks like. For Life US sales team. There it is. Okay, y'all should be able to see my screen right now. That's the one, right, Jade?
that is it. Yep.
So there you go. It's For Life. You probably just type For Life US sales team.
Oh, yep, there it is.
And you've got Nathan there, and there's Jade with your transfer factor spray, one of my favorite products.
Yes, mine too.
So there, with David Lisenby, Danny Lee, it looks like there, the ranch. So you've been up to the ranch, Jade?
I haven't. Nathan got to go. Which was
Nice.
really fun.
So yeah, there's a lot of wonderful posts there. So hey, there's me.
There you are.
So wonderful. And then the Facebook page is just US Sales Team.
Yep.
So thank you again, Jade. I don't know if anybody has any other questions or comments before we finish up today. So hopefully everybody knows now you can use, I didn't even know Instagram had an editing component to it. So that's nice to know that you can go straight in there. I'll have to play with that because I actually import my videos on my phone to, I should try CapCut, but I got this video editor and it's okay, but I get frustrated again because when I'm trying to split or trim, you know, so, and usually when I do a split, I'm kind of going to edit out a portion of it. Like I'll split here and just remove, you know, a particular piece. So, but I'll give that a try.
Cool.
So thank you, Jade. I appreciate you. And then we will have to set up another one to talk about what's it, I think it was Facebook carousel.
Yeah, the carousel posts. Yep, we can do that for sure.
So you do that as well? Okay.
Yeah.
So and so is that on the US sales team, the Facebook?
Carousel posts, we haven't done those on the sales team yet. But that, I mean, you can create them in Canva. There's so many different ways of doing it. So I would probably just talk about all of the different ways of doing a carousel post and why you'd want to do one. And yeah, so.
Jillian's really good with Canva as well. She's a Canva expert.
Yes. I don't think of myself as an expert. I feel like I'm always learning on it. So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again. Looks like we see we've got a number of links and so forth that are being put on from Jillian and
Love it.
Anna. So, well, thank you for joining everyone today. We will go ahead and finish up. We're just about at the top of the hour. And wherever you came in from, hopefully we got some of our Kenyans on here. I know Tricia was on here. She's asking a number of questions. So thank you everyone for joining. And Jade, thank you again. Jay Michael, I don't know if we have any other announcements. I know we've got our Spanish Mentor Monday coming up this afternoon. In fact, that leaves me, Jade, I've got a question. So do the Spanish guys do some of the training that you do as well? For, you know, like Instagram and things like that, whether it's Alvaro or Manny?
I think sometimes Fernando maybe has. Honestly, I've done some trainings for some of the Spanish teams, and then I would just have Alvaro or Fernando or somebody translate for me. So, but we need to have more of that on the Spanish side.
Yeah, I would actually like to schedule something. I'll reach out to you,
okay.
Fernando. I'll just do a quick group thing, but this would be great for the Spanish group as well.
Absolutely.
All right, Jay Michael, pass it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jade. Thanks, Dave, Jillian. Wonderful, wonderful training. That's not really anything to mention, Dave, other than the fact this is the last week of August. We're finishing up the month. And next Monday, Mentor Monday, actually falls on the first day of September, Monday the 1st, September 1st, next Monday. So I always like Mentor Monday on the very first day of the first second of the month. So you really kick off a month, the new month, and we can make September a great month to remember. So thanks everyone for joining us today from all over.
Is it Monday here in the US? Isn't it like a holiday?
It is Labor Day.
Labor Day. Okay.
Labor Day. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Labor Day weekend, but I think we just celebrate that. So
We'll still be laboring on Labor Day, so that's fine.
We've got all
Actually, it's a big
flags
day
up.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be here.
I just want to mention
know
one
the
other
subject?
thing for
What is
next
the
week.
subject? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, make some announcements.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just wanted a couple things. As J. Michael mentioned, we are going to be doing a group detox September 1st. People can join at any time, by the way. This is a 365-day program. It's not but a bunch of us are getting together, including Dr. Ronnie, Dodi Dietz, and Claudia, and a bunch of us are going to be doing the actual detox for 21 days. I totally need this, by the way. 21 days, I need it. So if you're interested in joining us, please reach out to one of us. That's Claudia, myself, or Dodi, or even Sakura, she's our emotional detox therapist. So we are actually getting excited about that coming up. So we are having a detox diary call tonight, like we do every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, we're not going to be having a good health talk. We are reworking that platform. We're going to be doing another one next Tuesday. Stay tuned. Really exciting things coming down the pipe. But I want to say thank you to everybody that keeps showing up each and every day. And thank you, Jade. These social media trainings is like one of the things that people ask for all the time. And, we need somebody to keep it simple for us. Sometimes it's just a matter of just sharing and visually sharing what we have to offer out there publicly. And thank you, Jade. We appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you again next month. Jade did commit to doing this once a month for us. So please give her a big round of applause today, because I think we're all thanking. So please, if you can, just unmic and say, yeah, rah, rah. We love the fact that Jade's here. And I'm going to hand it back to you, Michael, to close the day.
You reminded me of something too, Jillian, that like we said, we're revamping Tuesday nights. We're also revamping and rethinking the business opportunity presentation, which is extremely important. So we'll be relaunching that in the near future, hopefully as well, in the coming weeks or in September. The business opportunity presentation is where you bring your guests and we actually have and grow our businesses. So Dave is really excited about bringing that business opportunity presentation back on the calendar on a weekly basis, maybe twice a week. We don't know yet, but just keep Upline Pro Inner Circle and Upline Pro Dave's page to look for new information happening around the Upline Pro team. So thanks again for everyone. Thank you, Jade. Can we unmute? I'm not sure I'm a host. Let everybody thank Jade and thank Dave. Thank you as always. And let's have a great rest of August. And we'll see you on the first day of September.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank
you, guys. Thank you, Jade. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Keep going, keep growing.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Bye.